If you've ever wanted to create a uniquely branded author website that goes perfectly with your beautiful children's book, or if you already have a website but have been looking for some fun and creative ideas to incorporate, then this video is for you. We will look at 11 of my absolutely favorite children's author websites that are visually and functionally so perfect for kids' books. And in the end, I will show you how we as children's authors can effectively use all this information for our very own branding. I am so excited to show you, so let's jump right in. Hi there, I'm Eevi, an award-winning children's author and ghostwriter over on eevijones.com and the creator of Children's Book University. I create videos specifically for children's authors, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. I have looked at hundreds of children's author websites, and so I have chosen the 11 best ones based on 3 main criteria. 1. Creativity and originality. As children's authors, we want to use our websites to express ourselves, our own creativity, as well as the personalities of our stories' characters. That's important because that's what sets our websites apart, not just from other authors, but from other genres as well. What do I mean? Thriller, mystery, and suspense author websites, for example, usually have a dark, edgy vibe, with bold fonts, dramatic colors like black, gray, or deep red, and images that feel mysterious, like shadows or fog. It's all about creating tension to pull in the readers. Romance author websites, on the other hand, are warm and inviting. Here we often see soft colors like pink, blue, or gold, along with pretty script fonts and cozy emotional images like couples, flowers, or sunsets. The whole site feels dreamy or steamy. Children's author websites, in turn, are bright, playful, and full of personality. The colors are often cheerful and the fonts are fun and easy to read, sometimes with a handwritten or storybook feel. Here we often see illustrations of the characters directly from the featured books. Whether it's silly, sweet, or magical, the whole site feels welcoming and full of imagination, like a peek into the world of the stories themselves. Criteria number 2 is the ease of navigating the website. This is so important. Children's author websites should be visually pleasing. We want them to be bright and engaging, but without being overwhelming or cluttered. We want visitors, especially busy parents, teachers, or librarians, to find what they are looking for quickly and easily. That means clear menus, simple page layouts, and big, easy-to-click buttons or images. A site that is fun to explore but easy to find what we are looking for. So that's the second criteria I looked at. And criteria number 3 that I used to select the 11 best children's author websites is the overall branding of the website. Meaning, does the look and feel of the site match the author's book and characters? That's so important because children's books are highly visual. The colors, fonts, and images on the website should reflect the tone of the stories, whether they're silly, magical, heartfelt, or adventurous. When the branding is consistent, it creates a seamless experience that makes the author's world feel even more inviting and memorable. A truly branded website feels like a natural extension of our books. It gives visitors a little taste of our storytelling magic the moment they land on our page. Now, I have a whole separate video that outlines the benefits of an effective author website, as well as the different parts we want to make sure to include, so I made sure to share the link to it in the description below. But again, we want to use this video to get inspired in terms of what our own website could look like. The very first children's author website I would like to share is Aaron Blaby's site, the author of the Pick the Pug series. I love this series and I love his site. It's bright, so much fun to explore, and absolutely on brand. My favorite part of the site is that each of this author's series has its own little section. The animated banners on each page and the way the different books of each series are presented is just so creative. It feels like every time I visit this website, I discover something new, which of course keeps me coming back. The second children's author website that really stood out to me is for the book Little Morena by Paul Canio. This site is very much on brand with the book and the book's main character. I got really inspired by the use of the background and the really creative and very seamless transitions from one section to the next as I'm scrolling through each of the pages. This site also shares about the creative process of writing and illustrating the story, which in turn really highlights the illustrator of this book. The third children's author website is for author Jennifer Ballow's book Under My Pillow. I again really love the animated banners up top, and my favorite part is the section where the author introduces us to her book's main characters. These character illustrations are clickable and directly linked to a specific section on a separate page that tells us a bit more about each character. So whichever character we click on, that's the section we automatically land on the separate page that tells us about things like the character's full name, birthday, and their favorite hobby. Kids love little details like this, so this is such a creative addition to this website where little readers can learn more about their book's favorite characters. Another fun website that introduces the characters to us in such fun and creative ways is Laura Namarov's site for her If You Give series. So I included it as my fourth example of children's books websites that really stood out to me. Here each character has its own set of books, so when clicking on any of these characters, we land on a site that shares all the author's books with that character with us, as well as character-specific activities that readers can download for free. This is such a fun idea and a really wonderful way to draw people to this website and expose them to even more books, because as they are getting resources for the books they already own, they are now also being introduced to other books in this series. So clever. The fifth website is for author Mickey Taylor's adorable children's books. Here I really liked the soft color palette and the textured background all over the site, and how the author displayed each of her books won awards. But my favorite part is her activity section, her super not boring stuff that shares some really fun downloads with us. There are so many different types of activities, games, and creative projects to choose from, and all are absolutely free. And we have a dedicated teachers and parents section that helps us host a book event with or without the author. And it provides us with a book guide that makes it really easy to plan some fun activities with these children's books. This site is very much focused on author visits to schools. So it's such a great example of how we can use our website to make the reaching out to us as authors really, really easy. Website number 6 is one of my absolute favorites. It's Mo Willems' page, the author of all the Pigeon books, Nuffle Bunny, Elephant and Piggy, and so many more. There are so many animated characters and parts throughout the site, which makes it really fun to explore. My favorite part is his really fun About the Author page, where we learn more about the author in such a unique way that is just so on brand with Mo Willems' character as well as the silly characters of his books. And I really love the Mo Willems creative animated author image. Website number 7 is author Alice Shirtle's page for her Little Blue Truck series. We have an animated banner again, and the colors and fonts are right on brand. I really enjoy her sweet book trailer, as well as all the free downloadable read aloud audio editions for 3 of her books that the author herself reads out loud. That way, little ones can listen to the story while following along with their own copy. Website number 8 is all about the series Pete the Cat. Here I really love the bright colors all over the site, just like we find them in the books. My favorite part about these books has always been the songs, so I love that this website integrated this as well by sharing lots of Pete the Cat music videos, as well as a few sing-along songs. This again is such a fun and interactive way to have little readers use their Pete the Cat books while visiting this website. Website number 9 is author Tracy Swine's page for her Sweet Shark Stories series. I am such a big fan of fun and unique favicons, the little images we can see on the top up here above the menu bar. This page is all about sharks, so the favicon depicts a little shark fin. My favorite part are the integrated editorial reviews by teachers, authors, and review sites. And again, I really enjoy the additional information about each of the characters. This is such a fun touch that allows little readers to learn more about their favorite sharks. Website number 10 is Peter H. Reynolds, one of my absolute favorite authors and illustrators. I love how he blends and integrates photos with his illustrations, like you see here in this banner. The element that stood out to me the most on his site was his mission statement, the reason behind his books and his art, why he is doing what he is doing. I think it's really powerful to remind ourselves as authors that each of our children's books has a purpose. And finally, website number 11 is Eric Carley's page. Here my favorite part is the navigation bar up top. It's interactive and it showcases the very same style and colors that Eric Carle is known for. And I love how his beloved caterpillar we all know is used as a logo in the upper left corner. The entire website is very branded. Even if we didn't see the author's name or the URL, we'd be able to tell right away who it belongs to. And that's what branding is all about. Now, how can we implement these inspiring ideas on our own author website? For the purpose of this video, I wanted to create an author website from scratch that combines some of these fun and inspiring ideas and elements. So I put together a page about a made-up monster book. This one right here. I really love the animated banners, so I created an animated GIF or GIF and used it as my banner right here. Inspired by Eric Carle's site, I also added an image as a logo in this upper left corner right here. And because my made-up book is all about monsters, I used the word monsters and had one of the monsters peek out from right here. Next, I really like those smooth transitions between the different sections. So I try to apply that throughout the site here as well, along with some animated transitions that sort of emulate those appearing characters that we see on Mo Willems' website. So throughout the site right here, I have created and added these cute little animated transitions. I was so inspired by Jennifer Ballows and Laura Namarov's way of introducing and featuring the main characters. So I knew I wanted to do something similar. So I added these little monster characters right here and made them clickable. So my readers can now land on a separate page directly in their chosen character section where they can learn a bit more about each little monster. Here I have the book cover, of course, as well as a button that would link directly to the book's Amazon sales page if it were real. Next, I really wanted to incorporate Mickey Taylor's book reviews. So I added an image carousel right here that automatically shuffles through a number of different reviews. The About the Author section is one of my favorites and was very much inspired by Mo Willem. Here I created another animated banner up top that features my made-up characters. And I created an animated author image along with a fun little section that shares things like my birthday and a few more of my favorite things. And then down here I added a few more fun facts about myself. I also added a book page that holds a few of my books, a video, and a number of reviews, as well as a media page and a contact page. Now, what really excites me about this website isn't just that it incorporates some of the elements of my favorite children's author websites, but on top of that, it's also a website I was able to create for absolutely free. I pay absolutely no monthly or annual hosting fees or subscriptions and was still able to put something together like this. Now, I have shared my author website studio resource before, where I have taught hundreds of students how to create their own fee-free websites. But with this video, I hope to illustrate what else is possible with this resource. That with a bit of inspiration and our own creativity, we can create something just like this without having to pay any monthly or annual subscription fees. Now, each author's website will be different and unique, of course, but I really like all these animated transitions that I created for this page, so I thought it'd be fun to add and share them within Author Website Studio. So if you are already using this resource, you can now find all these transitions within Author Website Studio. I made sure to use a transparent background, so no matter what background color you are using, it will blend in beautifully. It's so important to let ourselves be inspired by other beautiful work all around us. So many of us get stuck when it comes to our branding, especially on our author website. So why not seek out and study what is already out there? We can do so for our book covers, our book trailers, our business cards, and even for our author websites. Instead of reinventing the wheel, we can draw inspiration from the world around us, not copying others, but being motivated and inspired by them. I hope this video got you really excited about your own author website, whether you already have one and would like to add some fun elements to it, or have been thinking about one. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really encourages me to keep making free videos for you just like this one. Here's to our very own beautiful branded website. Bye!